Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Dead Cells. We need to get more blueprints. That little guy. What are his legs? He's got 4 legs and 2 hands. What are you? You look like a table with a iron bar strapped to your face. You look very strange. But we have more things to unlock. Let's see what we can get done today. You know what? Even though it's got a little bit of a negative associated with it, I think I'm gonna go for the rapier. We're gonna take a lot of damage if we ever get hit, because this thing will give us double damage, but it can heal us as well. I like the rapier. I like the... Careful. I like the rapier, I like the... I can't remember the name of the weapon. Twin daggers, that's the one. Balanced blade, I want to play around with a little bit more, I think. But in particular, I can appreciate... Oh, goodness. I can appreciate, I think, the high damage that you get from a solid rapier, being able to roll into the enemies and kill them immediately. Oh, hey, twin daggers. Okay, maybe we'll take this. That way we're not cursed. That way we're not actually cursed with the taking double damage. Now we could heal off of the rapier. I did just sell it though, so maybe I should have thought about that for another second. I really do like the twin daggers though. I don't know why. Rather, I don't know why I've been enjoying these types of weapons more. I guess I've just been using them more and then thinking, oh, they're actually half decent, but. All right, we're gonna get a little bit malaised here. I gotta actually, fix my nomenclature. I can no longer call cursed food cursed. Because there's so many things that are actually cursed in this game now. By the way, I didn't bring this up, but today it has been raining literally all day. There's been flooding in New York, Boston's getting a lot of rain, and here, little old me has been getting a lot of rain. As a result, the standard, rule applies, which is that if the power goes out, we'll finish this run later. But it very well could happen. Very well could happen today. Plus damage on poison, bleeding, spreads oil, twin dagger, shoots an arrow, cleave trap, bleeding causes poisoning, very nice. And we've got the ice shard, which we should be using just to slow down enemies, which I'm not doing. I'm gonna try to remember. We're gonna go for brutality today. Last run was a really, 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 really fun survival run. If only I didn't screw it up. Hey, come here. Because I did screw it up a little bit, but that's okay. We accomplished our goals, we unlocked things. We're gonna need this. So goodbye 1 gold collector syringe. That should really sell for more, because when you buy them on a run, you pay like 15 grand for them in a shop sometimes. They're expensive. I don't know how I feel about the ice shard. I think I hate it. But I think I also just don't really have an opportunity to use it that often. And I generally think that there's better alternatives. Because by itself, it's not a very high damage weapon. You're not using it for its damage, are you? You're gonna be using it for its slow effect, but the weapon, it's got a weird mechanic where it can't actually hit more than once within a very short period of time, even if you use a second ice shard, so the damage from it is actually pretty limited. All right, where are we going? Well, where I'm going is to pick up this thrown dagger instead. So we have a solid bleed brutality build here. Actually, the Twin Daggers does more damage on bleeding and poison, which is a perfect synergy for the cleave trap. And if we could get a throwing knife that is bleeding and poisoning, hey, what do you know? Perfect synergy. We're gonna go to the Arboretum because that's our cursed biome. It might suck, but we'll try it. I think I like this head as well for the character, for the beheaded. Ironic that, you know, we're giving him new heads now, DLC packs and all that. But it doesn't have like a huge particle effect following the head, so the physics doesn't look wonky. It just looks like a normal head, which is what I want. Higher level gear. Yeah, we are gonna get higher level gear coming here, but really I'm doing this for the scrolls. Okay, now, I think I'm gonna try Damned Vigor. Over disengagement, what? We might get comboed, but it is a renewable heal, technically. Well, not a heal, but a renewable way of saving your life. Ideally, you never need it, but if you do need it, this can save you from curses, which is interesting. I do see that there's another cursed enemy who's already trying to teleport after me, which means I know who he is. He's not gonna be the fan. He's going to be one of the two other guys. He's gonna be either the one with the bell. Don't curse me. Here, I'll have one for the road. Yeah, he's either gonna be the bell one, or wait. Gotcha. Indulgence. This is the one that it causes a beam of light to come down from the sky, and the beam of light can both synergize with curse and without curse. I don't really remember too much about it. I just remember it very roughly. I don't know why I'm trying to explain it then. This one actually seems like a good weapon. Like, you can take this on a normal run even if you're not going for the meme of curse. So, could be interesting. Is definitely a bit better than any of the other cursed weapons, but that's probably more of just like, because I'm not rolling cursed builds, you know? I'm just rolling normal builds. Yo, a baseball bat with damage on bleeding and poison. It's like the perfect brutality weapon. Dude, I would love, should check the bottom level here. I would love to roll that. I just worry that I roll baseball bats too often, even when they synergize perfectly. So this guy's very annoying. That's 5 curse on his projectile, so you just gotta kind of run out of the way. This guy's gonna give me more curse. I don't think there's a way of preventing it. I think you get cursed, so just. He also doesn't get DOT'd for that long. Like, the bleed ran out super quickly. I guess the idea is that you don't want to accidentally kill him sometimes. So the fact that the bleed doesn't last that long, that's like a protective measure, so maybe you don't accidentally kill him. Because the biters also don't aggro on him. Oh, I almost had it. Well, there goes our kill streak. Knock it off. At least we got the heal waiting for us when we want to leave the floor. Whew. Got him. Tactics. Let's Let's see what we got here. Another hemorrhage. Bleeding causes poisoning. Okay, so now we have the capability of getting like a twin dagger full bonus going on with the hemorrhage. And you know what? I have a plan. My plan is to roll all equipment with bleeding causes poisoning, and then I can grab the baseball bat. And you're like, no, Abe, not the baseball bat. You roll it too often. No, because here's the thing, okay? The thinking is that it's going to stun with the hemorrhage, and then the baseball bat can do crits. Doesn't that sound cool? Sounds cool to me. What do you have against cool? All right, that guy's he's gonna die. Thank you. Well, gotta kill one more. It's all very scary when it happens. There's another one! Last another. Okay. So he's dead. Well, he's not dead, he's coming after us now. Okay, now they're dead. It's like you gotta stop what you're doing whenever that happens and you kill one of those guys. You gotta focus on dodging temporarily. Pixely, yes, the upcoming Dead Cells update will add in these enemies that we're fighting here. This is a sneak peek. They gave me the unique privilege of testing out this update. No one else has the Dead Cells Cursed update. That's right, I'm moving up in the world. And it's very interesting so far. I think it was smart to put everything in one biome. Careful, careful. I think that definitely makes it all seem a little bit more fair than it just being very, very, very randomly distributed across everything. You jerk. Luckily there's food. I'm still not entirely certain how I feel about it all overall, but I guess eventually if you wanted to, like once you get all the blueprints, you could just ignore the floors completely. You could be like, I don't want to go to the cursed biomes. I'll skip. I don't like getting randomly cursed. Because the only like very explicit benefit is that you get 1 level plus on all of your loot drops. And it's good. It's not like a game-changing amount of buffs to have, though. Gotta be careful. Okay, my box friend hurts pretty hard. We've got the extra life perk, basically. So if we do go down to lethal damage, we can theoretically survive. I wonder if they added that because they knew that the curse would be a little unfair without it, like with the random cursing and everything. And they're like, we gotta give the player something. See that guy, this spinner here, that's a situation where we might not live if we were cursed and he was attacking us, because I don't think Damned Vigor does any sort of like AoE stun when it activates. And of course, last run had all the freaking bonus runes. Sinew Slicer. I mean, it is bleeding, so we are kind of building around the bleed, and maybe some poison as well. I'll take it, but I actually really want to get the baseball bat from the shop. Because I think I can make enemies stun pretty reliably without requiring like a stun grenade. Scythe Claw. I feel like I haven't rolled that in a while. That might be something we can do at some point soon. Try to figure out how to make another Scythe Claw run work for me. Since I'm not very good at Scythe Claw runs. Thank you. Definitely need to hit him with the bleed. You jerk. Did I not use my turret trap? I really thought I tossed it when I walked down here, which is why I was surprised he was not dead yet. Hate having this much malaise, but not much we can do about it. Hey, there's a free baseball bat. Let's go take a look at that one first before we go buy one. What do we got? What do we got? I know I said I was gonna look at it. I am. I'm just doing the teleport first, because why not? I'm here. Plus poisoning and burning. I mean, the damage is pretty comparable, and then on top of it, you have the very high damage crits. I'm just gonna buy the one that I saw in the shop because it is gonna be, it's gonna be good with the bleeding and poisoning. I do have to find it. Whew. That's always a very funny situation when you think you're gonna get hit by a spike and it doesn't happen. I think it was this one. Yeah, so we'll take it. Level 8, it's a pretty good level of a weapon to have at this point in the game, since all the shops on this level are stronger because of the cursed enemies. And where's our exit? It's down here. Okay. Probably should have just teleported, but whatever. Modstoy, welcome. Thank you for the luck on the runs. This is my second attempt today. The first one died in a very hilarious fashion due to me being blind. But I like where we're at right now. And here I am gonna take an Acrobata pack. I know it reduces the damage of the weapon, but with the hemorrhage, that'll stun. The hemorrhage will stun enemies, and that's a ton of damage with the baseball bat, since it's bleeding and poisoning. Do we want an early bank in the depths? No! No prison banks, ever. You liking the new update? I like the fact that this update has combined all of the curses into distinct biomes. I think the equipment is kind of garbage, ultimately. And as a result, I feel like I don't quite understand the point of some of the stuff that they've added in. But I understand that there's a build in here somewhere of high curse, never ever 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 take damage, try to flawless runs. But that's not usually how I play Dead Cells, so it's probably not something I'm gonna interact with other than doing it once to get like the unlocks. Because there's new things to unlock, as there always is in this game. The perpetual new content. I'm still cursed, we should be careful. Whoa! That works. Hold on, he's turning. So the idea here is, yeah, that stun from the hemorrhage will apply poison and bleed. And as a result, we can get in there and get some solid crits. Now, it's not gonna happen all the time. But it'll happen enough, with enough regularity, you jerk, that we should be able to plan for it in most situations. And just having, you know, a weapon that's pretty solid. Plus damage on poison and plus damage on bleed. That's good. Yeah, they're niche weapons and equipment. Most people aren't gonna use them. I think Damned Vigor is kind of interesting because it's another way of having like an extra life on a run, basically. It's the reason why I take disengagement, because I don't like dying in stupid ways. I don't think it's as good at disengagement, or sorry, I don't think it's as good as disengagement though. But it is good if you're rolling a cursed run, so. Yeah, I don't know. I still have to unlock all the blueprints. Oh, I'm a fool. No, I'm not a fool, we're okay. No, I am a fool. No, it's okay, what? Did I not pick up a blueprint on this run? Did I not take the hunter's grenade? Am I losing my mind? I might be losing my mind. I don't know. Do you not get to deposit the blueprints anymore? Because I forgot again, but it's not actually in my hotbar anymore. Maybe they just deposit them for you automatically now. I don't know. I gotta remember to check the damn shop, because I'm definitely not. It's automatic now. I guess that's a good thing, but for me, it's more like I haven't had to deposit a blueprint in like, I don't know, 100 runs, so I don't talk to that guy anymore. In fact, the only thing I do is I approach him and I say, "What do you have for me? Nothing? Yeah, I bet. I thought so. I thought you'd have nothing for me, you son of a gun." Well, I'll see you later. I forgot that I can bang those. Yeah, you thought. Oh, I got hit once. I think that the armadillo strategy, it's working. We'll probably want to swap it out for something later. I gotta do some math. Well, we got a legendary too. Hold on. 26%. What is 26% of 236? 36 times 26%, 61. I don't know how the game calculates the damage when thrown from Acrobat Pack. Like, does it actually reduce the amount of bleed damage being done? It's hard to tell because the enemies were taking 33 and 22 stacks of poison damage. I don't really know how those numbers actually, where they come from, you know? It's gonna require testing. It's gonna require testing, I think, external to this run. It's a question I've had for a long time and I never actually learned. I do know that some things like, no, we need the bleeding. So, although we could fire 2 of them. No, we can't. I do know that some things like tranquility will buff the damage of poison and bleed, but I don't know, it's weird. Let's go to the morass, because we're here. What's the other biome? Sewers? Nah, we'll go morass. I guess the other, like, pseudo question to be asked is, what happens when you have plus damage on a burning target on something that applies bleed? Would the burn make the bleed be stronger? I don't know. We're gonna take a perk. We're gonna go with I mean, combo's always good. Predator is always okay, especially in this biome. Kinda like it. Take Predator for now. I don't really think there were too many choices there that I actually liked, though. I mean, it's the struggle of brutality, no good mutations. Asterisk. I'm sure there's good mutations and good combos for everything. But nothing that I'm particularly interested in. Whoops. It's like, yeah, okay. Everyone loves, ooh, what? Everyone loves a grappling hook, and then your next attack does bonus damage. Cyber Drunk, welcome. Is Cursed another expansion? Well, it's a free update, it's not a DLC, and it'll be out at some point. It's currently in beta. Quad Dragon, thank you very much for the resubscription. Always nice to see more Dead Cells. Well, I play it every single day, so you're gonna see it probably. Thank you. Ice Crossbow. Enemies hit will thaw more slowly. Victims freeze nearby enemies when they die. Can't help but notice. Ice Crossbow tends to not have piercing. Well, the piercing shot has piercing, of course, but the Ice Crossbow shot, the one on the right, tends to not have piercing on it, which makes it only able to freeze one target. The damage is so bad. I mean, look at it. It does have plus 175% damage to a frozen target, okay? It does have plus 175% damage to a frozen target. So it's doing 5,000 damage in a single shot. So for like a floor, this will be pretty good. But again, it can't really kill more than one enemy at a time. Enemies hit will thaw more slowly. I mean, if it takes more than one shot to kill something, you've basically done it wrong. Well, I just realized something. How annoying would it be if cursed enemies could spawn from melees? Like, you're just wandering around and then a freaking, adoring fan pops in. Hey, buddy! I hope you like 3 curse. Man, that would suck. My scroll count feels very low considering where we were on the last run, but I don't think anything can compare to that run. Okay. Well, first cleared, I guess. Any plans on hitting up Gungeon again in the near future? I do, but I'll have more information on that at a later date. Where's my equipment? All the way down there. I'm gonna swap back actually. Like, it's not bad. I mean, I do like doing 7,000 damage in a single shot, but too slow. Or we could do 3,700 in a single shot, but repeated. So. And then potentially just be a little bit faster. All right, everyone, be on the lookout for bonus challenge runes, please. Thank you for the food. I'm gonna take all the cursed food I can get. I'm also realizing that we are getting crits out of the hemorrhage because the throwing knife hits first in a lot of situations, not all the time, but it seems to be hitting first frequently enough. So the hemorrhage is getting a crit, which is not really why I have it. I really just have it for the poison effect, if nothing else. It's a way lower cooldown than the cleaver trap. Although the cleaver trap, its cooldown is pretty low, all things considered. I will I'll buy them a laser reduction. It's a pretty cheap purchase. Oh, I missed a scroll. Wait a minute. Was that a bonus curse chest? Have I finally understood the mechanic? After people telling me for so long? About how it works, about how the fact that when you get a cursed chest on the breakable floor, it doesn't count? So you get another one? Well, we'll learn. Oh, don't come after me, biters. It's how it works! I do like that. A colorless death scythe. Oh, but the damage is so bad. I mean, it's not something that you would really want to bring in for the boss fight. You could, but like, look at the baseball bat, 9,000 DPS. We're not gonna stun the boss all the time, but when we do stun the boss, we're gonna want that 9,000 DPS. Am I using it right now? Well, why would I not use it right now? We can use it right now. I'm always very scared about him. Yes, give me all of the friends. That seemed to go pretty good. And now I've got a giant tick following me around. Hey, buddy. You wanna go kill something? He's so big. I guess the thing is with this weapon, the ghosts count as like another attack, which is why the damage always seems very good, because you're getting a autonomous attack that's making your damage increase substantially. So if you're rolling just against bosses with this, you're not gonna be happy. Oh my god, there's so much to do on this floor, good god. Mega friend! He is very big, he's a very big friend. Rip Mega Friend. He died doing what he loved, killing. So we have a level 8 baseball bat waiting for us, okay, the perfect throwing knife. And dude, we can get rid of hemorrhage now. Man, you are annoying to take out, but I've got a better throwing knife now. And the fact that it creates toxic clouds means that it is perfect. No lore rooms here indicating, by the way, that it is gonna be a mimic. You just have to be prepared for it. But this is so nice. We can enable the damage bonus in one weapon. I got a mimic friend, he's gone. Okay, where am I going? I'm going to the teleporter. I'm going to the store. I guess I'm just gonna go down real quick. No one told me! I said to look out for those. How dare you? $15.34. At the end of the last run, I think we were at 22. So we're kind of on pace. The enemies that hit you freeze. I'll take that. We'll take this for the platforming. No one saw it. Well, that's because you're not keeping your eyes open. You've got to keep your eyes peeled, staring at the screen at all times to help me. That's what I demand. Constant attention. Yoink. Tree Jam, welcome. Abe, I can't make it through this Friday afternoon. Why can you not make it through this Friday afternoon? Because it's technically Saturday right now. Bum, 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 bum. I'm waiting for the punchline to drop. I've been conditioned to expect it from bad jokes in chat all the time. Well, our stats are looking way healthier than they did last run. What boss did we fight last time? Watcher. Oh, sorry, Death Scythe, but we've got the synergy here. I guess I can keep the hemorrhage for now. Like, we don't have to swap mutations, because I don't think there's anything else that I'd rather take. I'm trying to think. Like, what would be better? Point blank? No. Tranquility? No. I mean, vengeance, but I don't have a face flask. Combo I don't really like here because the boss doesn't stick around for that long. It'll disappear constantly. So I'm trying to think. We've got fire. The fire grenade's gonna do nothing. Well, it's gonna fire arrows, I guess. 3GM says, I just have no motivation to work. That's basically me every day. So, good luck. I hope you get that motivation. Melee attacks, melee attacks, melee attacks, melee attacks, melee attacks. Rolling through enemies, melee attacks, melee attacks. Tainted flask? No. I don't really like this on the boss because we'd have to use like 3 flasks to get the full heal or full damage bonus because there's so many periods of you can't hurt the boss. Vengeance, no. Acrobatic, no. Networking, no. We've got piercing, so like networking has like a very small bonus, but not really in this fight. Barb tips is meaningless. Point blank. Support, I guess support. That would just be a solid 37% damage bonus permanently, right? So we'll go support. I always go tactics because tactics has the best skills. Very good like support related skills, not like literally support, but skills that you can take that just buff yourself generally across all builds. I mean, as long as you have a turret, you can use support. But we'll still take Acrobata Pack. The stun effect is good. We'll keep Damned Vigor because, you know, it's new. Bleeding causes poisoning. Sure. Bang, bang, bang. All right, low malaise too. That happened fast. Did I heal? I may have healed recently. No! 2 tentacles next to each other. Yep. I gotta be honest, I need to just disable the opacity of the UI or something doing this, but I'm just gonna do this in the corner while we practice. Yeah, like the flashing of the turrets when it comes off of cooldown, the fact that it's just hard to see the water. I did buy a malaise reduction potion, but it seemed like the malaise was lower than that. I might have killed a whole bunch of elites. Probably reduced it quite a bit. It's a good serenade, but I'm gonna pass. Yeah, on that fight, what I really should do is just disable the UI for the whole fight. That way I don't have to worry about whether I'm going left or right. I just do it. I do it however I want to do it. So there is a graveyard, a stilt, and a fractured. We have not found a cursed biome yet? Or was the dilapidated arboretum still cursed? Wait a minute, I was gonna check you out. Baby. I have 2 things. You deal, well, this one we had previously. You deal more damage as long as you're cursed, demon strength, mutation unlocked. And then Indulgence. Calls down a ray of vengeful light on the nearest enemy, dealing crits if you are not cursed. Targets killed purge 3 stacks of curse instead of 1, and it summons 1 additional ray per 5 curses you have. Not on the same enemy, I think it's individual enemies, but that might be incorrect. But this weapon, it scales both on no curse and curse. If you're not cursed, it will do a crit, and if you are cursed, it can hit lots of enemies individually. So it's a very interesting item, and I think the best one that they've added. We'll definitely check it out. And, you know, screw it, just to get that off of my map for a while. Let's go still. Do I still have this head? Does the head not re-roll every biome? I thought I turned that option on. We just got the same head. So let's see, I wanna find an enemy. I should have done this before, but I wanna find an enemy and see how this Indulgence works on a single target. Because if it's anything like the Giant Fist, maybe it can hit the entire screen. No, not quite. It did 8,000 and killed an enemy in one hit. That's not bad. Like, that is not bad at all. That's a respectable amount of damage. What I'm noticing with it, though, is that you do lose the ability to move for a second when you use it. You do like a little prayer pose momentarily. You don't see the animation when you don't get the charge out of it, but... What? Why'd it go for him? That seems like not the enemy I would have wanted it to attack. Previously, this thing has not been able to hit beyond the floor, and now it did. But only when I didn't want it to. This is a unique encounter. This is another lore room. Someone told me to go to the lore room here, so now we're here. An impressive board covered in papers ranging inscriptions and red yarn to link everything. A few sentences are readable among all the mess. And that's why I remain convinced that the malaise doesn't exist. All the people on the island are simply pretending because they were paid for it. Who would believe that they really are undeads? Not me, that's for sure. However, did you know that our beloved queen is in fact a serpent? No, not surprising. A rope acts as a link between this musty bed and the cluster of bells ringing above it. Looks like a makeshift alarm system or a good way to never fall asleep. Nice, well, lore room achieved. Yeah, conspiracy nut room. The hard part is not making any further jokes. The hard part is just being like, we're playing Dead Cells today. Dun, dun, dun. Oil grenade. I don't know why you would ever want a double damage oil grenade. It would be cool if affixes like double damage did more. Like maybe it could, 12,000 damage on that skill is pretty good. Like maybe it could make the burning do double damage because the oil has the double damage effect on it or something, but I don't believe that's the case. Dude, War Spear damage is pretty good, but we would lose synergies. Come on. Wanted to check, see what was up there. I'd like to save the key, because I never remember the pathing under the Stilt Village. So why don't we just do this, saving the key, just in case we need it. Probably don't. At least that didn't go after the grenade, you know? Get them, biters! I hate the biters so much. Don't need anything here. Thank you, shop. So the Indulgence, it does 13,000. That's basically one crit with bleed and poison. Out of the baseball bat. When you put it in, you know, that way of saying it, it doesn't actually seem particularly high value, but it is enough damage to one-shot an enemy pretty much. And it's just the base damage of Indulgence. It's basically the double damage of the weapon. And it's with all of the crits enabled of the baseball bat, the plus bleed, the plus poison, and the crit effect. To just get that by default out of Indulgence, that's not bad. And we can scale Indulgence if we really wanted to. We can make it better. We can give it, you know, bleed and poison synergy if we really wanted to. I don't know if I want to, but we could. I wouldn't mind getting another cleaver trap. Actually, we can dump the cleaver trap if we replace it with another trap, because we have bleeding and poisoning on other equipment, namely the daggers. We can put whatever we want there. We could take a face flask. We could take a face flask. This is kind of what I'm hoping for, though. So I'm gonna swap. I'm doing this for the levels, because I really like the effect of getting, oh my god, first run. I like the effect of getting bleeding and poisoning, but the weapon's level 4, the cleaver trap. We can safely get rid of it at this point. We've got the daggers. As long as we don't get rid of these, we'll never lose poison. Thank you. A citizen left a message here. The malaise, the plague, the gloom, the green poison. You're wasting your time putting names on this curse. Save your soul instead. Great way to save money. Jammer Lango. Why, welcome. How are you doing? I wish it wouldn't go for the biters. Just, it says closest enemy. I get it's going for the biters, but you know, you're wasting 16,000 damage on a single worm. Ah, dun 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 dun. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna swap that out. Well, we're done with the floor. We've done everything. Man, we've done everything. Been through all the doors. Okay. Game wants me to go clock tower, clock room. Yeah, screw it, I'll do it. Low scroll run. Still has been a million years since I've ever been down to the bank, but sorry, not the bank. The ramparts. The bank. This guy said the bank. Speaking of. No bank? Oh, right, we had the bank in the prison on this run. That's right. I forgot. That was weird. Ice bow. I mean, I hate the double damage, but I gotta be honest, it's kind of interesting to replace the hemorrhage. We don't really need the hemorrhage, so having a status effect would be nice. I was actually thinking about this. It might not be it might not be the worst idea in the world to try to find throwing things. Because the throwing things would Ugh. The throwing things would enable you to actually get a reliable stun. I'm not going to take the ice bow. I'm realizing the problem with it immediately, which is that it doesn't work. The thrown dagger hits the enemy, which cancels out the ice effect, so we're not actually seeing them be iced. We're seeing them be iced for 1 second. Not even, for like 1 millisecond, 1 frame. And then the ice just runs out. So, yeah, not a good take. Dude, 22. Not the best scroll count, but we'll take it. 19,000 damage, not bad. Okay, Serenade, you got me thinking. Double damage on burning oil and spreads oil means that you can get that synergy to work. It's a good weapon. Get out of here. The real question is, do we want it? Because I'm liking what we have, even though the Indulgence is a bit wonky. It's certainly new, which is, I think, of a good enough reason as any to take it. That guy, get out of here. I don't like your bombs. I do like that it goes through shields. That makes a lot of sense, actually. But I do like that. It killed that Oven Knight in 1 shot. I also like that it's just the basic one that we have that has no damage synergies on it. Again, it's just 15% bonus damage, but we could make it a lot better with bleeding and poison effects. See ya. Its cooldown is also like relatively quick. Maybe this is the point of the weapon. Like, just use it to kill. What did you kill? What happened? I gotta look at that one in slow motion later. I have no idea what happened. Like, it killed him, but then he still hit me. It was very strange. Maybe you use this to kill annoying enemies every once in a while, and that's the whole point. I mean, that's the whole point of a lot of skills in this game, like grenades and whatnot, but I sometimes struggle to actually remember to use my equipment. You see, that time it worked. I think that maybe... Oh, we gotta go down further. I think that maybe it played the sound effect of it hitting, but it actually missed because he dodged out of the way of it. I think that's what happened. And that is very funny. We can go right here. If that's how that played out, that's... Well, I'm amused. That took out half of his health in 1 hit. That's not bad for a on-demand skill like that. Whoa! You know what? This is actually faster. It's a very interesting skill, though. We're learning its edge cases as best we can. Just a shop. I suppose we would also be looking for upgrades to basically everything. Indulgence, I think, is brutality, so we should be able to find a better version of it. Sinew Slicer 9, that's good. Good enough. Oh, I just realized, with the addition of the extra weapons, Anathema, Misericord, and Indulgence, there's just more stuff in the item pools. Oh, good. Sinew Slicer 10, a victim of bleeding, spreads it to nearby enemies. That is probably unnecessary. And I see the Serenade, and I'm very interested in that. But I don't know, I kind of like the build. Finally a dual color scroll that we can take and be happy with. Knock it off. I do like the stun effect that we get out of the I can do it too. I do like the stun effect that we're getting. But throwing things would be a little bit more consistent at it, because it would be able to angle itself a little bit. Fort Mahler says the character does a Hayabusa-like pose when you use Indulgence. Yeah, he does like the little prayer thing, but only when you actually kill with it, or hit with it. Otherwise, he just doesn't do anything. But yeah, you do a little hand clasp, you pray, and then the beam of light comes down and murders everyone around you. Screw you, buddy. 2745. Whoa, wrong enemy! You know what? I appreciate you getting the kill, even though it was the wrong dude. Random skills. Need more brutality. Bleed at a range, bleed underfoot or poison. And by poison, I mean burn. No, we're going bleed poison for this run, for sure. There is a face flask, we can get vengeance. I'm not gonna take it, even though we could. If I found a Serenade that was plus bleed and plus poison, I would probably go for that, but for now, I'm happy. You spawn in the elevator? Oh my god, we're at 5-5. It's a little early to be this high on health, but I guess I'll take it, because it's not like I got a choice in that. Pretty sure at the end of the Slumbering Sanctuary last run, we were at like 28. Then again, I did die on that run, so this run's technically the better one. All right, new weapon. We cannot upgrade the throwing knives, but our throwing knives are also pre-upgraded. They were mimicked, so it's decent. 70,000, dude. Baseball bat has the same DPS as the Assassin's Dagger on the backstab. It's pretty good. Double damage fire blast. 75,000 DPS is pretty good. And in fact, this in the backpack is a lot of burn damage. Like a lot of burn damage with Acrobata Pack, in theory, because you're applying a lot of burn. We would lose the stun out of hemorrhage. So I'm not gonna take it, but I'm exceptionally tempted to do so. I think bleeding causes poisoning is still better than having just a higher level one. Anjaku, of course. I might even want to take like a stun grenade to deal with this boss, but we're gonna just go instead. Sorry, Serenade, I'm not taking you. See ya. Those guys scare me because I don't know how they work. Magic automatons, how do they work? They must have pee organs in them. Is that a candle on your head? I have the option for randomized heads on, but we keep getting the same head. This is the Hand of the King head, I think. I got the crown on and everything. Hey Lydia, how you doing? You should have been here earlier because I had a level 12 explosive crossbow that I picked up from a cursed biome. And then I died to curse. But not due to the cursed enemies, it was due to a cursed chest. I was dumb though, but God, I love the explosive crossbow. I'm telling you, you're missing out. I'm not gonna lemon you and tell you it's got cheesy strategies. I'm just here to say it's good. I like that that's what I think of when I think of lemon, just cheese. Yeah, it's the same head. I don't know why it's the same head every time. Let's see if this works. It did work. Can't help but notice that the... Oh, right, because when you stun her, it changes her attack patterns. Couldn't help but notice that the stun was not really lasting that long. Okay. I understand now. I didn't realize that Indulgence stuns. It does. It doesn't say it does, but it does. Maybe that's only when it crits, or maybe it stuns whenever it hits, but you gotta be careful, because if you try to stun an enemy like this boss, it will interrupt the pattern. Because normally, if you don't stun her, she has to do 3 melee attacks before she transitions into her next phase, but if you stun her, it interrupts that, and so you can get different attacks coming out. I'm not going to the distillery game. I will go to the castle and then unlock the path to Dracula. That's what I will do. That's what I will do for you today. I can't blame Indulgence for that though, because yes, Indulgence stunned the boss at the beginning of the fight, but I kind of forgot that would happen with hemorrhage, which is funny because I wanted it to happen. Like very directly, I was like, hey, I'm going to stun her and then, oh, we gotta go shipwreck. I'm gonna stun her and then I'm going to hit her with the baseball bat. Completely forgot about the fact that it would change the attack that she does. So she did like her grappling hook and everything. iMode says, I like Indulgence, but it gets you stuck in place for a second. Still the same head. Yeah, you do get stuck in place for a minute, which makes me think that the best use for it is like when you're in the air, because then you can kind of fall for a second and maybe be just like a little safe while you're falling. It's a possibility anyways. Might make it a little bit better to do that. Just kind of use it while you're in the air, and then the enemies can't necessarily hit you as easily. Even that guy can't hit, which is interesting. Clearing 3 curse is just too good, though. Well, it won't crit if you're cursed. But yes, you can use it to clear curses. I hear enemies, which makes me very scared. So we used it right there to that effect. I don't exactly know how helpful it was at clearing the curse, but, you know, killed him. How did I not get hit there? There's some tech. There's some, like... there's some Celeste jumping off of the spikes before they actually do damage to you tech right there. %% damage on a poison target. Yeah, I'll do it. Good damage. Enemies will be poisoned when we use this, so I'll up. Ah, there we go. Better Indulgence, level 12. Perfect. Quite a bit more damage. An extra 5,000. Which means that the crits, not being cursed, are going to do an extra 10,000. So this thing will do 52,000 damage in a single hit. And that's without any bonuses. That's not too bad. I should have just teleported, but oh well. It's enough to kill an enemy in a single hit, which I like. But it wouldn't kill that guy if we were cursed. It would only do half as much damage, and it would not... kill him. Although, I guess we haven't really seen how it works when you have a lot of curse, because it does attack multiple times. Maybe it can hit one enemy multiple times, and as a result it would have killed him if we had a lot of curse. I can see that being quite interesting for high cursed runs, because it can hit everything, or a lot of enemies rather. Maybe not everything, but... That was a cursed enemy. You do have to be a little careful, because if you are trying to stay at high curse, you don't want it killing things, but if you hit a lot of enemies, it will do just that. So it's a interesting give and take. I think it's a very interesting design, because it's good when cursed and when you're not cursed, and you want to stay cursed when you use it, unless you're using it to reduce your curse, in which case it's good at reducing curse. It's such an intricate design, it seems. Poison's actually pretty good with the throwing knives, too. All right, 30 brutality. Oh, excuse me? Okay, you know, we're not going that way. I can't make the jump. So you gotta go around, I guess. Something about the enemies blowing up the wall there really screwed up that interaction with the platform. What's that? A bug in Dead Cells? Never. Never. $31. 70,000. Yep, that's exactly the damage it should be. Hey, you. It's got solid range, I'll give it that. I like that it can hit that guy at a huge distance. Ooh, War Spear. I will probably take that if we don't find a better weapon. We're rolling a level, what was it, level 7 baseball bat. We picked this up very early because it has both damage bonuses against poison and bleed, but it doesn't do that much damage if it doesn't crit, and we're fighting bosses that don't really stun that much. I guess in theory... Oh no. Thank you? I get scared whenever I see the cursed enemies, because I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna be cursed. I don't know why sometimes I can hit those guys through a different platform with Indulgence. Sometimes it doesn't work. Nope, nothing there. No cursed chest, few enemies remaining, 1 scroll. So we will be at 33. Wrong color. That's a weapon shop though, I wouldn't mind being able to upgrade, since we did just... Well, I mean, that's the reason why we got level 12 equipment on this floor. I always forget that, because it's cursed. We came here, we have higher level stuff. So far, during my play of this biome, rather, my plays of these biomes, the cursed biomes, they haven't really mattered too much. Like, we've never died to the curse. We've been getting slightly better quality equipment and enjoying it. So maybe all of the worry about the cursed biome was for naught. Maybe it's just another, random change that you can stumble across. That sure, there might be a run every once in a while where it kills you, but it's not gonna be like killing you every single run. No. There's enough enemies. I can kill you. I've got to really think about that too, because if there's not enough enemies to clear your curse, you really can't kill them. You can't afford it. And that's what I think is going to be the primary concern, is making sure... There would have been enough enemies remaining. Again, making sure that there's enough room kill things. Hold on. It can go through floors, but only from below. Interesting. That explains the inconsistency I've been noticing. Do not want tentacle. We'll take this. Oh, because it's a level 12 amulet. Yo, what happens if you get a level 13 amulet? I wonder how that compares. Dude, I have 3 and 8 for my stats now. Kind of threw everything off a little bit. It's okay. Okay, good, it is a weapon shop. I guess if we were gonna get a war spear, we would get the better one. Let's put this on the ground for a minute. Ooh. Man, I mean, that's... Probably don't need the bonus damage to poison if you just take this thing. Let's up that and then see what we got. Twin daggers. That's another fire blast. Double damage, level 12. Well, you don't say. I mean, that is good damage. 27% of the usual damage means that we're still doing almost 50,000 DPS while Fire Blast is active. It can enable the burning oil synergy on the War Spear. Yeah, okay. That seems real good. We're gonna upgrade baseball bat, sorry to say. I've got level 12 on everything, which is real nice. And we're gonna immediately like transition into a flame build, but it does work. It works very well. It will work. It will work, god damn it. All right. We have the money to do the rerolls necessary. Dun, dun. All right, and I'm not even gonna go over here to fight these enemies, because again, like if there is going to be a cursed boy, then I gotta wander around, try to purge the curse with any remaining enemies on the screen. No thank you. No blueprints though. I still think there's a couple that we need to go pick up. So we want maybe burning oil synergies, I don't know. That's fine. And then you probably get rerolled too. Let's start with the Indulgence. I think that's as good as we're gonna get it. Cleaver trap. I mean, that's real good. Keep that. We are definitely going burning oil synergy now, which is totally fine. There's a chance we could reroll the War Spear and get burning oil and bleed and poison or something. We didn't, but we did get plus 15% damage, so sure, we'll roll that. Okay. This is our run. Now we probably don't need damned vigor anymore, now that I think about it. Something tells me it's gonna be a little hard to kill an enemy in 2 seconds whenever we take lethal damage. So instead, we'll take our other perks, which was acrobatic, support. Marla says reroll kunai. There's no point. Like if we reroll the daggers and it becomes like plus damage on burning oil, I don't know if that actually works on the DOT. It creating poison is at least like another DOT in case we had plus poison on something, but we actually don't now that I think about it. But like here's the thing, the throwing knife right now, it's not actually for the damage or the bleed. It's for quick access to the burn due to acrobatic pack, because the throwing knife is instant. But if I was wanting to use Fire Blast, I gotta hold down the button, be stationary doing it. I don't need to do that anymore. I can just go, yeah. Actually, it's this. Well, hold on, it's this. Yeah. And then that's gonna enable the double damage on this. So the throwing knife, its stats don't matter, I think. Dun-dun. All right, this should not be that bad. I'm trying. We'll kill you up here too. Ash and Rand, welcome. I'm late, sad. Never be sad. Yeah, that's good damage. It's not that you're late, you just arrived exactly when you meant to. I always try to wall run up that on the inside, and it never works. All right, our damage is very good right now. Bring, 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 bring. Can I pull your aggro? Nope. All right, see ya. Wouldn't wanna be ya. We're gonna kill her too, I think. I don't think I burned either. Oops, wrong direction. Yes, just fine damage. Fine damage indeed. Oh no, not the malaise. I want to see what happens if I do this. It hit. I was actually a little worried it wouldn't. Two down. One more to go. Well, you're up there somewhere. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I'm stuck. Heal up. Hi! Don't hit me. Not like this. Climb! Not like this. Not like this. No! I tried to heal. That's fine. We got what we needed done on this run. We picked up some more blueprints. I shouldn't have tried to heal, but I really thought there was not going to be a teleport happening. I find myself dying lately to platforming in Dead Cells, because there was that run yesterday where I literally got stuck. I got a new head though. I literally got stuck in a situation where I couldn't climb down a pipe. And then the lighthouse is it oftentimes, not always, but oftentimes feels like a bit of a crapshoot. Like you might just die at any point if you can't make a jump or something. And we saw that there was even a point early in this run, not early, it was in the light. No, it was in the, what is the biome? The shipwreck. It was in the shipwreck, there was a platform that I couldn't even climb up because it was just broken. Sometimes the platforming just gets a little wonky. I feel like that kind of happened there when I got in a bit of a cluster, getting hit like 4 times in a row. But I thought I had time to do the heal, that's on me. Fun run though, we are accomplishing our goals. Are there any blueprints remaining? Yes, that man still has a blueprint. How many are left? There is 1 there. It might just be that one. It might just be 1 blueprint remaining until we complete the collection yet again. Because I don't see any extra open ones. In which case we can knock that out in 1 final run. And then we'll be done with the blueprint hunting. And then we can ignore the cursed biomes after this point. And then just never do them ever again. I wonder if there's a new data set being tracked here or not. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like they actually track the cursed biomes that you go to, which is fair. For now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Dead Cells.